And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number one spot the whole way there.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they are just cruising. I mean, they have the talent, the coaching, and they play with such passion. Nobody wants to face them down the stretch.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Powell is out there with Traoré. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So here we are toward the end of the regular season, the stretch run, if you will. What are you looking for, Tim, around the league at this particular portion of the schedule?
I think the first thing is who's healthy at the right time of the year, and then who has expanded their roster and their rotation, because depth to me is as important as anything else as you head into this important part of the regular season.
Depth important, and probably, would you agree, the hardest thing to really capture?
Very difficult. Coaches need to have trust in their roster. It's awfully difficult to get coaches to go more than 8 or 9 deep.
Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. And here's Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the rejection by Holmgren. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Wallace, good.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here's Traoré. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to be Claxton shooting. That one on Hartenstein. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line, Nicholas Claxton.
And that one misses. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Now Porter, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good by Porter.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. The offensive rebound, outside, Dort. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Here's Traoré. Powell, the pass to Porter. Knocks it loose. It's taken away by Wallace. Outside, Dort. Down deep, that's GA.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Claxton a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Porter. Pass to Claxton. 4 on the clock. Here's Traoré. Lets the 3 fly. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Basket, good. Porter's got 9.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Traoré can't hit. The Thunder have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Dort with the ball, now guarded by Porter. And the rejection by Claxton. Porter inside. Working on Holmgren. Porter, no luck. Pass to Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
To the paint. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Now, here's SGA. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Here's Traoré. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Dort. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Oklahoma City trailer. Wallace finds SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Porter, no luck. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
Pass to Holmgren. A 3-ball. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front, leading by a point. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Traoré is out there with Powell. And it's Claxton in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court. And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And Jim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Porter outside, another 3 for Brooklyn.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second, starting to get it going a little bit.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Porter, no luck. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Orlando. And a wide open look for Porter. Cans it from downtown. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. SGA's checked in for Jalen Williams. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
It's the Nets now. After the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Clowney. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Clowney. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wolf. SGA defending. Wolf. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the three ball is good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low, he can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren dishes to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Wiggins, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williams for 3, nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's Mitchell, and again it's Oklahoma City.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Good on the shot. Traoré's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Goes back up, kicks it out to Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. That's leading by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And so Mark Daignault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team hype.
He's checked in for the Nets. Off comes in for Traoré. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Kenrich Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. Williams has a screen for SGA. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets leading by 6. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Takes it inside, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Williams passes to Wallace. Dort kicks to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous Alexander.
And over the course of his career, the three-point shot has been a work in progress for SGA. But I like how it's looking right now.
Here's Wolf, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wolf got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Wallace. 9 points last game out. Pass to Dort. No good with the triple. Here's Williams. The putback. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Man, Kenny, your optimism is infectious. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. 5-Tool Mule wants to know, what's the best gift you've ever received?
I know what Kidneys is. Remember the Shack in the Box?
Shaq, it said the best gift, not the worst.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. So for Oklahoma City right now, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, filling out the middle. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Dort's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Mann passes to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Over Saraf. Again, the Thunder score.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Man up top. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Wolf, no good.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Williams with the steal. Here's Wilson. It's good. Wilson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Holmgren in the corner. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Here's Wilson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Dort. Offline with his 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. To the wing right side. Here's Saraf. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Let's see some of the numbers here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. The scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort, and the Thunder with possession. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And since the break, they've lost some of their edge defensively, really lacking intensity.
Poked away. SGA with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving it around. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. And now a 7-point Oklahoma City lead. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically, but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Nets trail by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Wiggins surveying the floor. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Michael Porter comes in for Zaire Williams. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
Here's Saroff, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. Fires from the wing. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks. And it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Here's Mitchell. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Wilson out there with Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Saroff. And it's man in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And finished off by Porter. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger. Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Saroff for the 3, and the Nets another 3.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Joe. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And the Thunder lead by 2.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
A fader. Porter, no luck.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Thunder making a switch here. SGA's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Holmgren. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Here's Saroff. Rebound by Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Mitchell missing. Nets trail by 5. Inside. Here's Saroff. Pass to Porter. Plays it up and banks it in. Porter's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And there's a whistle. That'll go on Ben Saroff. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Connie's checked in, and it's Powell in for Terrence Mann. Then for the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Cason Wallace in for Mitchell. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Porter. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. SGA on the drive. Doesn't get that one. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Now Powell from deep. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Dort, now SGA. Wide open. Yep, that goes down.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Here's Porter. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. Now Claxton. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Here's Traoré. Porter fires. The three doesn't go. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Now Dort. The three is off. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. SGA pulls it down. Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And the rejection by Claxton. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And for the Thunder, they're shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second.
And one thing that makes Shea so effective is his command of the basketball. He can go either direction and stop on a dime.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Axton has screen on George. Porter got it.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Now here's SGA. And there's the foul. It's on Tidjane Traoré. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. 15 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Wallace. Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that
Still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Hartenstein with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Now at the line for the Thunder. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And that one is good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said,
getting my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.